Welcome back to the chapter 21. This chapter will discuss about page object model. Page object model is one of the inevitable part of an automation framework. Okay, so for that I've created a new test case called 014POM, stands for page object model project.cs or testcase.cs, it doesn't matter. So I took the as test case here, logging into the website. Go to the website and log into the system, and I created another class called public class login class. Okay, I've created here in this folder. Okay, you created a folder here called page objects. Under the page object folder, this login class.cs is available. So to create a folder is straightforward. You can come over here, come here and add a new folder. Okay, this is how you add a new folder and rename it as page objects. Okay, then you come over here, add a class and name that class as login class.cs. So open that class and you need to write this down using .openqa.selenium.support.pageObjects. That's the way the page objects will be available to the class. So let's see how to write a page object model. Okay, do the square bracket, type finds by. Okay, so you can see here the type, like how, and how means are you using an ID or using a CSS selector, name, partial link or link, whatever it may be. You can specify it here itself instead of specifying from the test case point of view like earlier where you have used app.config. In the app.config, you see here we have declared all these key locators here, but this will not give you whether these locators are ID or name or CSS selector or XPath or any other things like that. Okay, that is, and where do we specify this? We basically specify this in some kind of other test cases. There you will be specifying the and users keyword to use that locator. So instead of doing that, you basically mention here itself. See here, you can mention how, whether it is ID. Okay, then another one is using what are you using it, what is a locator name. So this is what we are going to do right now. Okay, inside here I'll type how equal. Okay, I will use how dot ID. So you've got all these locator based on class name, CSS selector. You can use custom as well, ID, link text, name, partial link text, tag name, XPath. So I'm going to use ID here. Okay, how dot ID using equals using, I'll put as user. User. How do I get the user? Because if you go to that specific site, you can see and inspect here. Once you inspect, you will know the placeholder name is ID is user. You see, ID is equal to user, and that exactly I'm using over here. Okay, so how is equal to how dot ID using the user. Okay, which you are getting from here by inspecting the element for the user text box. Come here, space here, type it as public I web element I can choose it, I web element. Then you type it as user. Okay, here you will type get dot set. Okay, that's the way we get set this. Okay, now what are we going to do? Now we are going to the test case. Test case is from project. So come here. Now just like this test base, I need to create an object for that class as well. So what I will do here, I'll type login class. Okay, so when you type here login is not available here, so what you should do, you should make this class available to this. So what we will do here, I will just copy this part of it, Control C, come here, type using, paste here, then come here, type login. Okay, now login class is available here. I'll type here as object for login class, which is equal to new login class. Okay, so that's the way we create an object for that class. So this is the same way. Remember, we have used test base 1 to have create an object for that test base 1. So same way we used it here to such that this is available. This is available. Type element user is available in this test case. Not only in this test case, it can be available in all other test cases, provided you use this line of code to initiate the object, and that can be available here. So right now what I'm going to do it here, I'm going to use this part of it. Like example, I will be using this to send a key as admin. So what I should be doing here, okay, object class login class dot, see the user is right here available. This user is nothing but the one we have used here, this one. Okay, the web element user is available here. So I'll type dot user dot send keys. What you should be sending the keys? You should be sending a scheme called admin. Okay, so this is a way we make use of the page object model. Okay, remember, I'm going to compare it here. I'm going to put a breakpoint here and run this test case. Click. Okay, we will not need this line of code because it's already login. Okay, I'm going to use this one, the breakpoint here, and run it again. See that it hit on the breakpoint here. Now I'm going to press F10, go into the catch. So let's see what's the issue. Now that you can see that the test case has failed, let's see the reason output. Okay, it says object reference not set to an object of an object. Error, test case failed. Okay. Okay, let's get back to this code. Okay, we have created an object here, but we have not initialized the so-called page factory. So here you have to type page factory dot init elements driver, comma, then the object for class. Okay, so this is a must. Okay, so now let's see what's going to happen. Let's put the breakpoint. Now you can see that it has hit the breakpoint. Now I'm going to press F10. Okay, now it has entered admin. And okay, very good. Now you can see the test case has passed. So this way you can create a page object model. You can use it many such methods. Example, I can use, instead of ID, something else, use a password, pass. Then instead of ID I can use ID dot name, and some other elements. If you want to use XPath, you can use that as well. Okay, let's do some dummy stuff here. How dot XPath. You can give the XPath here, whatever you want, slash blah blah blah, whatever you want to give it here. Give it a meaningful name here, some home button, whatever it may be. So that's where you can keep on adding the page object model here itself. In the sense, you can use an alternative iWeb element called user or pass in the test cases, so that you can use like this: object, the class dot, the specific word, specific web element, dot send keys, or dot click. So these are the two major actions that you'll be doing in the automation. So that way you keep this repository here, keep on growing. You can have multiple number of such page object model here. Instead of page object, you can have multiple such folder page object for different test suites and things like that. So that's a way, when anything such cases, some ID changes or name changes, you just have to go here and change it. If you want to change the method from ID to name, you can just go here and change here as well. So that way it is easy for maintenance. Okay, that's why we use page object model, and this is one of the inevitable part of any automation, whether you do is in C# coding, Java coding, or any other automations, Python, or even any other things like older automation tools as well. So this is a must, and this is one of the topic that I would like to discuss in this chapter, and I'll come up with a different and a new topic for the chapter 22. Thanks for watching, and please subscribe us. Thank you.